My name is Ute Schleyer, and I want to thank you, the PDA, to have the opportunity to give today's talk. I'm now 14 years with Vetter, and I'm project manager at Site and Plant Development. My talk will deal about holistic cleanroom concept, reaching higher quality, and greater flexibility. But let's start at the beginning. Where does the concept comes from? The story started years ago with the isolator on one side and the classical RABS on the other side, which uses gloves and allows open door interventions. Here, the quality, the flexibility, and the acceptance by authority is shown on the left-handed sides. The number of plus signs indicates the degree of expression. This classical RABS was used as a basis to develop Vetter's RABS, a highly educated one with no open door interventions allowed after setup and a quality and acceptance by authorities close to the isolator lines. However, there was still room to improve. Thus, Vetter intensively worked on the system and finally combined the advantages of both systems, the isolator and the Vetter RABS. The outcome was a RABS isolator hybrid. We called it Vetter Cleanroom Technology, or V-CRT. The newly established system keeps up with the isolator quality, thus has a full acceptance of authorities. Since it's still a RABS-based approach, it retains the high flexibility well known for RABS. The core of the V-CRT system is an automated hydrogen peroxide decontamination system. Using permanently installed nozzles, V-CRT automatically decontaminates the entire cleanroom. Prior to decontamination, the cleanroom is made gas-tight by means of inflatable door gaskets. Thus, the surrounding areas can be kept productive. The complete decontamination is carried out within approximately 2.5 hours. Approximately 1.5 hours after end of decontamination, the limit of quantification of hydrogen peroxide measurement is reached, which is 15 ppb. Let's take a look at how the system has developed over the past years. V-CRT started in 2012 when Vetter upgraded the first cleanroom with an automated hydrogen peroxide decontamination system. It was continued in 2017 when the first new cleanroom with this technology was put into operation. The latest stage of development was launched in June 2020. Now I want to show you how these systems differ in detail. The first evolutionary stage was equipped with an automated decontamination system, which was used on a monthly basis. Additionally, overflow measurement was implemented, enabling the continuous monitoring of the overflow from inside barrier to outside barrier. The second evolutionary stage, for the first time, used the automated decontamination on a batch basis, and therefore a two-step setup was possible. More details regarding this feature, the two-step setup, will be given on the next slide. In-barrier storage of monitoring material was started and the cleanroom was equipped with an impaction system for viable air monitoring instead gelatinous membrane filtration. The recently launched third evolutionary stage also includes an alpha-beta port system for the liquid pass and a decontamination lock. The alpha-beta port system prevents further locks in, so it stays outside in grade A. The recently launched third evolutionary stage also includes an alpha-beta port system for the liquid pass and a decontamination lock. The newly established alpha-beta port system enables that the container stays outside in grade B, whereas the unloading takes directly place in grade A. What makes the V-CRT so special? After cleaning of the equipment and the filling suite is completed, red agar plates are brought into the barrier. With the closure of the barrier, aseptic setup of the glove starts, followed by the aseptic setup of the machine parts without product contact. Not shown here, glove extenders are installed to ensure complete decontamination of the whole glove surface. Hydrogen peroxide decontamination of grade A and B is carried out immediately after the first aseptic setup is completed. Finally, the aseptic setup of the liquid pass is carried out. In case of the third evolutionary stage, the liquid pass is brought in by an alpha-beta port system. Performing the second setup step after decontamination is completed protects filling nozzles, brake tanks, pumps, filters, and tubings from hydrogen peroxide uptake during decontamination. The result of our efforts can be visualized by the contamination recovery rate. Within this graph, the contamination recovery rate is shown on the y-axis, whereas the x-axis shows the last month. Based on the isolator limit, shown as grayish line, it becomes clear that the Vetter RABS is already well below. Here shown in blue. With V-CRT, Vetter is able to keep the barrier free from contamination. Thus, no germ has been detected within the barrier since the first V-CRT room using a batch-based decontamination was commissioned in 2017. With this result, I want to close my talk and want to thank you very much for your kind attention. Bye.